The 1-1. Taken, strike two. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Matt Olson goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll move to the third with no. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on MLB Network. Here's Albert now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Fowler's under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. He's set. Here it comes. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Tapper up the line. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. And now for the Angels, Martin Maldonado. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
High fly ball out to deep right field. The Scotty looks up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Ian Kinsler.
Into the box now, Ian Kinsler, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it. And the inning is over. Angels hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. And the in is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's the 0-1. Soft liner toward first. But right there is Albert at first as he's able to reach up and take it for route number 1. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. Career numbers with Iwakuma. He's 4 for 14. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. And it looks like that'll put him into the hit column here as this is into left field, a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Dustin Fowler is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 1-0.
Leading off for the Angels, center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Chapman's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The left fielder, number 8.
Here's Justin Upton now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way to Upton. Missed with a slider. Now here it comes. And that'll miss up and in, ball 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0. started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Hot shot on the ground is short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Boy, talk about frustrating as a pitcher, D-Roll. The pitch before that was some kind of a funky swing, and then he delivers a base hit on the next pitch.
Yeah, that's the name of the game right there. Did he take a bad hack, or was he setting you up there for himself?
Into the box, Zach Cozart. He swings and grounds it to short. Simeon's there. Lowry on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. Jed Lowry flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Popped him up. Pujols over to his left. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready for another chance. Stephen Piscotty hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Here it comes. Popped high in the air. Maldonado is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Third baseman, Luis Valbuena.
He's set and the pitch. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors to this point for the Angels. A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. And now for the Angels, Cole Calhoun. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Fowler's under it. And that retires the side. Angels are gone in order, but they lead it 1-0. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Designated hitter, Matt
Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Joyce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Simmons is there for it. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher.
Settling in now, Jonathan Lucroy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball right down the line in left. After it is Upton, and that ends the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's trying to pick things up where he left off. Martin Maldonado. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here from the stretch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. 1 down.
Up next for the
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Simmons racing for second now. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
First offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Piscotty, and he makes the catch in the corner. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. Ready for another shot now. Mike Trout 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Angels leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Striding in once again, Marcus Semien will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Chapman was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Semien on at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And he fouls this one off. Pujols in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
The tag from Simmons, and he is out at second base.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. And he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The A's strand one. They trail this one. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Justin Upton now. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Digging in once again, Zach Cozart. No hits to this point. And now a pitch on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simeon. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at bat. Now a bunt attempt here, but this is foul for the first strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Fowler ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Leading off the inning, Stephen Piscotty, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fouled off.
Nope.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command 1-2. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Cozart is there, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Chris Davis now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And that's in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Cozart has it. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. So 1-1 is a ball below the zone.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. 1-2-3 go the A's. It remains Emilio Pagan will come on in relief as he'll make his second.
Number 50, Emilio Pagan.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. High and deep to left center field. Fowler going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That was a nasty pitch right there. Great arm action by the pitcher. That looked like a heater out of his hands and dropped off the table.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Simeon's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, second,
Martin Maldonado will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Matt Joyce now.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
0-1 the count. And the pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped him up. And no one will get this one. Another try at 2-2. The bouncer to the left side and through into left field. So the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Wow, this is a perfect example. Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Ready once again, Marcus Semien. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone. If you could work a couple walks, it could be the start of a big inning.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. A play at the plate.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
3-0 to him now. Dustin Fowler will be next. 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Number 11, Dustin Fowler.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Number 48.
Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Alvarez benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he... Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Valbuena is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home is in off the plate.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall, a home run.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. Don't get style points in this game, but I'd give him some if I could hand some out.
Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Soft liner to the left side, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in and looking for more, Andrelton Simmons. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Standing in now, Ian Kinsler. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1, here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Hit hard back up the middle. And there's a base hit as well, as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the ninth.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Liam Hendricks takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of...
And the runner is in from second. And both runners are home as they're right back in the ball game now at 5-3.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line.
Now the 1-0. This is line to left. Davis is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from 3rd. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Luis Valbuena. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's 1 for 4. He's set. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Davis is under it. 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Albert Pujols. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the A's are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Athletics came through late, taking the lead in the 8th. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one man to look out for is Yonder Alonso. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. Is strike two swinging.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Oh, and a good curveball gets him swinging for the first out of the evening. In now for Cleveland, Michael Brantley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. One out, nobody on. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. So striding forward now, Jose Ramirez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Popped him up. On the move is Upton. And this will land foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Angels get their. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, guys, this is a dangerous team right now. Game 1 of a new series, coming off a sweep. Everybody's feeling good. Swinging the bats red hot. This should be interesting.
His numbers against Trevor Bauer. He has 9 base hits in 29 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser show.
Bauer pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Simmons over at second. Kinsler on at first with nobody out. Here's a pop-up now. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Ready now for L.A., Justin Upton. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down as 1 run is in.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks. Code red.
Settling in now, Zach Cozart, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Short, hit hard. On to second, but the throw is wide. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. Here's Luis Valbuena now. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Pop high in the air. Ramirez is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
First offering on its way. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. The 1-0 home. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Dero. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit or vacated with the first baseman if he was holding it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 4-6. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Cozart makes a great play. The throw, it's in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding me.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Naquin can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the power-hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Simmons has a play, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number. Striding in once again, Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Howard gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis on the run. 1 away.
The batter, number 3.
Digging in to try it again, Ian Kinsler. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Davis is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Center fielder, number
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Chisenhall is in pursuit. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll... Here's Yonder Alonso. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in. He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ballgame. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
And he fouls this one off. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Under it now is Simmons to take it in for route number 2. Standing in, Francisco Mejia. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's Justin Upton now. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago.
Even though they're up by a boat.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. Justin Upton with the solo home run. 4th home run here in the early going. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
In now, Zach Kozart. A swinging bunt to the mound. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Third baseman, Luis Valbuena.
Digging in for his second at bat, Luis Valbuena. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
2-0 now. Snatched out of midair at first base for route number 2.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't touch. Here's Rajay Davis now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Davis, originally from the state of Connecticut. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I know this guy's in the final year of his contract, but everybody is enamored with slugging percentage and home runs these days. But the guys in that dugout know who leads this team in hits, and it's this guy.
Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
In there, and it's 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone. Striding into the box, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and no strikes. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Francisco Lindor would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. Another full count pitch on its way. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he is in there. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Tyler Naquin, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
2-2 the count. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Indians digging in now, Cole Calhoun. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Cole Calhoun.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Brantley arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And now for the Angels, Martin Maldonado. First offering on its way. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. Solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as this lead swells to 7-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Josh Tomlin answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now is Andrelton Simmons down the third baseline. And the throw will get him at first as he is robbed on a magnificent play there.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course he did that too.
Stepping in now, Ian Kinsler. He grounds it sharply to third. Right to Ramirez. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Angels add one more to their lead, and it comes via the solo home run. We played 4. It's the Angels 7. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Here's Yonder Alonso. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland. Throw into second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
1-0 the count. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Alonso, the runner at second with 1 away. And it's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Mejia is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He's a second-year big leaguer. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Upton's under it. And that retires the side. 1 left for the Tribe. They're down by a touchdown. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth. Yanked on the ground down the line. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Here's Justin Upton now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Into the box, Zach Cozart, as he'll take a look at ball one. His history with Josh Tomlin, he's got 8 hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. None out. Runners at first and second. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Kipnis on to first, and they get them both. Ready for another shot now, Luis Valbuena. He started out in the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Throw to the plate, and he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. Here's Rajay Davis now. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
1-1 the count. Hit down the line at first. Pujols has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The left fielder, number 23.
Standing in, Michael Brantley. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. Circle change, too low, ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. 2-0 to Brantley. Now the 2-0 home. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. The 2-1 on its way. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. The 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Valbuena has room in foul territory. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. Here's Albert now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Albert.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Now the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. His history with Josh Tomlin, he's an impressive 5 for 8. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right, and that's taken in by Chisenhall, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, captain.
Digging in and looking for more, Martin Maldonado. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Grounded to short. Lindor gloves it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Angels down quickly there on just 4 pitches, but they're still in control, 7-0.
Leading off for Cleveland, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that one stayed up a little high. And that one just missed outside.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in once again, Tyler Naquin. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
1-1. The 1-1. Ball sent on the ground to Albert over at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Kipnis. He went down on strikes last time up. Here comes the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. And Simmons will make the play here to retire the side. Down in order. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Up next for the Angels.
Riding in once again, Ian Kinsler. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. As a look, now the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. 1 away. Ready for another chance. Mike Trout so far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Tap down the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Simmons stands at first with 1 out. The 1-2. In the dirt. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Kipnis. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Digging in to try it again, Justin Upton. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Trying to pick things up where we left off.
Leading off for Cleveland, first baseman number 7.
Tony Barnett has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 45, Tony Barnett.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
I'll tell you what, D-Roll, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Lonnie Chisenhall is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. The 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball.
Nope.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner at first with no outs here. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. In now for Cleveland, Francisco Mejia, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. 8th inning here from Orange County. Homestanding Angels looking to put the finishing touches on this one as you get a look at our line score. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. Alonso leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Here's Michael Brantley, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together. Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand.
And leading off for the Halos, second baseman, Jack Ozark.
First pitch on its way. This is lifted out to left. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Angels.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Ball 1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Lifted into center field. Davis is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 5.
Stepping into the box, Albert Pujols. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit softly on the ground to third. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit.
Play ball. Play ball.
As a look, now the pitch. Liner toward right center. Davis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Angels strand 1. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to be.
Leading off for the Indians.
Cam Bedrosian comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Now pitching for the Angels.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Little dribbler down the line. That winds up foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Kozar. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, designated hitter.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Behind 0-2 now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Last strike now for Cleveland. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And Jason Kipnis up next will bat this inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
He's got to find a way to grab some composure out there and not let this inning get away from him. He was dominating. And now he goes out and gives up a 2-out single and then almost drills a guy. Get back in the zone.
Struck him out. Cleveland, good night.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Los Angeles Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kenta Maeda gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Trevor Bauer allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they left 5 men on base. Cleveland, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,050. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting out west in the American League, the Angels held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they pounded the Indians 7-0. The A's combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 7-1. The Baltimore Orioles got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-1. The Blue Jays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 8-4. CC Sabathia fell short of the shutout but pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 3-0. The Detroit Tigers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 4-1. The Nationals pounded out 17 hits in this one as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves 15-9. Dustin Pedroia was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, as Boston took care of Miami 7-6. The Philadelphia Phillies got 12 hits in this one, as they manhandled the Mets 7-1. The Cubs had 12 hits as a team, as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-3. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for a 4-hitter, as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 2-0. The Minnesota Twins put together 10 total hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-4. The Diamondbacks launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 5-4. The Padres got 11 hits overall as they bested the visiting Rockies 5-4. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting in the AL West, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Indians 7-0. The Oakland Athletics combined for 10 hits as a team as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-1. The Orioles got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-1. The Toronto Blue Jays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 8-4. CC Sabathia got the win in the game and pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 3-0. The Tigers totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 4-1. The Washington Nationals pounded out 17 hits in this one as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 15-9. Dustin Pedroia had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, as Boston took care of Miami 7-6. The Phillies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-1. The Chicago Cubs got 12 hits in this one as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-3. The Cardinals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 2-0. The Twins put together 10 total hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-4. The Arizona Diamondbacks set 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 5-4. The San Diego Padres racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 5-4. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.